In this lesson, we have to put each number in the box where its row and column meet in the unit that the column is for. You have to build a record anyone can trust. The morning delivery just left the Venice Carinderia in Naga City. 3 slips of our paper are on the table. 10, 4, and 2. 10 of what? 4 of each item. Loose numbers get lost. A record keeps them safe. By the end, you can fill a work table so anyone can trust your numbers. And that skill protects your stock, your hours, and your pay. A record is usually a table and numbers lined up in rows and in columns. A schedule is a table for times and turns on duty. And every number gets exactly one box, its row and its column. Now, let's move the Venus number into her prep table. Step 1. Keep the template's headings. Do not change them. And then, step 2. Match each number to its row by name, not by position. And then, rice shows 10, so 10 goes in the rice. Where does 4 kilograms of pork go? Now, let's look. In the pork row, the row with the matching name. And finally, for step 3, write the unit. Here, kilogram, 4 kilograms. Or kg, 4 kilograms. For the unit trap, a common trap is writing the number without its unit. Is that 2 kilograms or 2 grams? Nobody can tell. Mixing units means rusty habits, not failure. Write the unit every time. And if the column asks for grams, convert first. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. That will make 2 kilograms 2,000 grams. Now it's your turn. The column asks for grams, and the sack weighs 6 kilograms. Now, how many grams do we have? The answer is 6 times 1,000. That will give you 6,000 grams, and it goes in the box. For our quick recap, a record keeps your work numbers in one place. A table holds them in rows and columns, and a schedule holds times. The unit says what each number measures. Put each number in the box where its row and column meet. In the unit the column asks for. Do that and the next person can trust your record. Let's have our quick self-check. Number 1. Account sheet lists onions first, but your template lists eggs first. Where does the onion number go? The answer is in the onions row of the template. Match each number to the row with the same name, not the same position on the page. For question number 2, in a finished delivery schedule, how do you find Wednesday strips? The answer is follow the Wednesday row across and the trips column down. The box where they meet holds the value. That is the only box it can live in. And for the final question, why keep the template's headings unchanged? The headings tell every reader what each column means, including its unit. Change them and the next person cannot trust the record. So I hope you learned something today, and that's all for our lesson.